Okay, this video is on a 2003 Ford Focus. This is due to the fact that my hood latch broke. The armature that the cable connects to in the engine area there broke. You can see it sitting here loose. I've already unbolted it and found out what the problem is. Anyway, I'm going to show you the process I used and an easier way to do it if you can't get to it. Basically, you cannot come up from the bottom. The radiator and stuff is in your way. Even if you take the brackets off the bottom and you try to move it out of your way, still no way of reaching where the cable goes or the actuator to get into it. As you can see, when this thing is sitting in here, it's completely enclosed. There is just no access to this side. So what I did, because I was totally frustrated, first of all, these bolts hold this grill on, but you can't get to any of them. So I used a pair of, a screwdriver actually, and I pried these out. So this popped out of my way. Disconnect one side here to one of your lights, and then you'll see up front this weird assembly. This is because this car is also sold in Great Britain, and this is what they call the bonnet lock. Their hood is called a bonnet, and so they put a key lock here, and people put the key in. They move this little emblem, this Ford emblem, out of the way, put the key in and unlock their hood. Well, because that's in my way, couldn't really do anything. Once I pried this out of my way, this whole assembly here, I could look up in there and you can see the lever. This lever right, let me get this out. This lever right here becomes accessible. Let me point to it for you. This lever. And I just used a screwdriver, pushed it over, and because this spring has a lot of tension against your hood, as soon as that pops over, this lower jaw opens and it hits this jaw, which is the one that you actuate with the lever to actually release your hood. That's your secondary emergency one, so your hood doesn't pop up in your eyes if this lower one breaks. But anyway, since that was broke, I couldn't get into it. So now, for those of you that need to do this, just remember, you can take and pop off this little Ford emblem here, break it out or drill a hole in it, just a small hole to get a screwdriver through. Stick your screwdriver in there and actuate that lever. Let's see if I can get a shot of that for you. So here we go. Put that in. That's the way it sits right there. And if you look in there, you can see all that assembly. You can see the lever and everything. So that's all you have to do to open your hood. Now, another thing I had to do, because Ford in their infinite wisdom made this, or once you get your bolts out, which are a pain, there's no way hard to reach them. They're right back in here. There's where one bolt is, and there's where the other one is. I had to cut these slots because you cannot get that thing out. So I just used a hacksaw, cut those slots so I can take the new one, put it in, and get the old one out. So anyway, that is the fastest way to do this that I know of. I couldn't find anything on YouTube, and so many people have been helpful to me in the past on YouTube. I thought, well, I'll take the time to record this. So I hope this helps someone.